This is Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo, 1350. Let's head courtside and join the voice of the pack, Jim Brooks.
So we're on our coupler system, so like we always say, game on the coupler or game on the cell phone is better than no game at all. We made the trip over here after the football game earlier this afternoon. Got here about 10 minutes ago, got all set up, and of course, as you know, here in Gunnison, as we've had problems before at the football season. Usually we don't have a problem here at the basketball arena. I'm not quite sure why we're having a problem here tonight, but the phone line is force bleep. So we will go with our coupler. So we may lose you from time to time, but if that happens, Tony will call me on the cell phone. We'll go from there for a while. I'm still trying to get myself organized here, folks, so bear with me. But Thunderwolves taking on Western State. The women already a winner here tonight. I apologize, I don't have the final score yet because when I got in here, the game was over. I was listening to it on the way, and they were ahead by about 20 at one point. So, Dax, if you're listening in or somebody want to text me the score because I haven't had a chance to get my internet hooked up. Haven't had a chance to get anything hooked up. We're going to take a timeout right now. We'll be back with the opening tip-off. Comes your way in 2 minutes on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to Paul Wright Gymnasium as we get set for Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference basketball. It's the opener all around the conference tonight. That's the way they're doing things different. Usually they only had one travel set going on a night, but this year they decided to make all the traveling pairs play on Saturday night on opening night. So this is the first game all around the conference. Mind you, the women won earlier. We'll get to that final score when we can. They were ahead by 20 with about a minute to go, and then I had to run on in here. I was listening to the Gunnison radio broadcast. Here's the starting lineups for tonight's ball game. First for the Thunderwolves, it'll be Odessa Lear, Cyrus McDonald, Chris Golden, Bronson Moten, and Nelson Kaler. Will Duggan, Danny Hopkins, Robert Romero, Ben Beauchamp, and James Thomas will get the start for Western State. Head coach Ralph Turner, of course, of the Thunderwolves, and Brad Schaefer in his second year here at Western State, the former head coach over at Black Hills State. Thunderwolves in their road blue, white numerals with the red trim. Western State in their home white with red numerals, a little bit of gray or black trim as well in there. Thunderwolves have taken the court. Here comes Western State. Decent crowd in here for the opener for Western State. Monarch Pass, a little bit of an adventure. I was hoping to get over here by about 6:30, but the pass was a little dicey, so it was about an extra 10 minutes getting over the big hill. But we're ready to go. Thunderwolves will jump it up with Nelson Kaler. He'll go going up against James Thomas. Tap is controlled by the Thunderwolves. Moten hands it off to McDonald. They move it right to left as we look at it. Try to go underneath already to Kaler. Can't find him. Left side to Moten. Moten looking for Kaler down on the block. Now skips across court to McDonald. McDonald drives the baseline, steps back, goes outside. Lear fakes the three. Moves in, won't take the shot. Hands it off to Chris Golden. Golden now with a left-hand dribble for the Thunderwolves. Uses a high screen. They switch on him. Now he moves in, down the lane, pulls up, free throw line jumper, in and out, no good. Kaler had the rebound, regains it, goes up with the right-hand hook, missed it, and the rebound to Thomas for the Mountaineers. Gets the outlet pass ahead to Duggan, and Duggan brings it across the timeline. He's picked up in the man-to-man defense by Cyrus McDonald. Hands the ball off on the weave. They run it around the perimeter. Beauchamp with it now for the Mountaineers. Hold it, goes over on the left side to Duggan. Duggan looking underneath. He'll skip it across the top over the right side. Beauchamp open for three. Left it way short. Long rebound to McDonald. Ahead of the field is Moton. In from the left. Goes in and lays it in. He got hit down low. Should have been a foul there, but they elect to let it go. Know your geography. And it's 2-0. Thunderwolves on top. Because you don't hit a guy up on the arm and you clip him down on the leg, it's still a foul. Last time I checked, Ralph Turner working over the officials after that, ignoring the call. Here's a feed underneath and the layup good by James Thomas. So it didn't take me long to endear myself to RMAC officiating. Here's Kaler on the baseline, right-hand hook, missed it. And the rebound underneath to Western State. They bring it across the timeline. This is Danny Hopkins with the ball. Picked up by Moten. Man-to-man defense. Now hands it off to Duggan. 2-2 here in the early going. We played just a little less than 2 minutes. Ball out chop, Beauchamp. Now hands it off to Hopkins. He drives in the lane. Ball stripped by McDonald. Feed it ahead. Here is Golden. 3-on-2 break. Golden pulls up, fakes the three. He drives down the lane, dishes into the corner. Moten fakes the three. He'll drive the baseline and slams it home with a right hand. Whistle and a foul before the shot. And the foul against the Thunderwolves. It's a hold away from the ball, so wipe out the thunderous dunk. And the foul is on Odessa Lear. We'll figure that one out. So back come the Mountaineers. Ball on the right side, Beauchamp with it. Works around a screen, gives it up top to Romero. Onto the left wing now to Duggan. Duggan holds it there. They're trying to post up down low with Thomas. Now into the corner. Now they get it down on the block to Thomas. Turns, comes outside. Beauchamp fakes the three, drives the baseline, cut off there. Feeds it off inside. A little 10-foot fall away up, no good. And the rebound to Moten. Off the miss by Robert Romero. Feet ahead. Here is Golden on the right wing. Up top to Lear. Fakes the three-pointer. Goes left side to Moten. 2-2 our score. Foul underneath. Holding foul on Western State. And the foul will be called on James Thomas. So it'll be Thunderwolves ball to be put in play underneath the basket here. 2-2 our score. 2.5 minutes in. Inbounds pass. Comes outside. Now they feed it down low to Lear. Takes a shove in the back. Fakes. Goes up on the baseline. Misses the basket for a foul. No, it doesn't go, but he was whacked and fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Good by Cyrus McDonald. Good outlet feed there by Lear. So it'll be free throws for the Thunderwolves. Thunderwolves getting set to come in with their shock troops here as a substitute in mass. Not quite like in the past where they go 5 at a time. They're going to go 4 at a time here. Free throw up and good for Cyrus McDonald. Of course, didn't have a chance to talk to Ralph before this ball game. I noticed no Rico Spikes on the bench here tonight. Second toss good for Cyrus McDonald. That would be the 5th guy that they usually bring in all at once. Not here. That eliminates that. 6-5, Thunderwolves by 1. They pressure all over the court and they force a travel. As the outlet pass came to Romero and he got at the timeline and just stopped and skidded to a stop. Dragged the pivot foot. And Brooks explains to him, hey, that's illegal. Inbounds pass. Get it into Newman. Up top to Kuiper. Gives it off to Golden. He's the lone starter still out on the court. Kuiper onto the right side to Radakovic. Radakovic looks for a screen. Doesn't get it. Still yo-yoing the ball on the wing. Now he'll start to drive into the paint. Ball knocked away. Stolen. Too much one-on-one there. Long outlet pass. It's ahead of the field. In from the right. And the layup missed. And the rebound to Radakovic off the miss by Willis. Point-blank range there. Newman gets it ahead now to Golden. Fumbles away. Now regains it. Thunderwolves up by 1, kind of playing down to the level of their opponent right now. Here's a backdoor feed to Newman. Into the corner, wide open. Josh Smith for 3. Missed it badly. And the outlet pass ahead now to Willis. He'll bring it across the timeline for the Mountaineers. Fake the three-pointer. Beresford into the corner. Now to Beauchamp. He'll launch for 3. Missed it. Off the back iron, and Newman gets the rebound for the Thunderwolves. Races it ahead now. Across the timeline, in from the right, foul outside. Newman just took that ball right around James Willis. And they whistle him for the foul. A foul call made by Eric Harriman, one of our officials tonight. Harold Brown, our other official here tonight. So good crew. Now 2 out of 3 maybe. Here's a backdoor feed. Wide open. Kuiper lays it in. Biggest lead of the night for the Thunderwolves. They're up by 3, 8-5. Here's a breakout, though, ahead of the field foul on Kuiper as they got the ball past the press, and Danny Hopkins in from the left gets whacked and fouled. Somebody lost their assignment there on the back end of the press for the Thunderwolves. So that'll send Danny Hopkins to the free throw line. He's 100% on the year, 19 for 19. This is a screen test of the announcer's jinx. Free throw on the way, and he missed it badly. So much for the perfect season for Danny Hopkins. He's now 19 for 20. Second toss on the way, and he'll start a new streak. 1 out of 2 on this trip. It's 8-6. Thunderwolves on top by 2. 14:40 to go here in the first half. Here's Newman. Hands the ball off to Golden. Golden now will drive in, pulls up, little fadeaway from the baseline. Swish. Chris Golden. He can shoot it from downtown. He's got a good mid-range game as well. Thunderwolves press all over the court here, leading 10-6. Inbounds pass. They got a bit of trouble. They got a trap, but they get out of it here. Feed up ahead to Thomas. Now back to Willis, and he'll bring it across the timeline onto the right side to Hopkins for Western State. Now they feed it down low on the block. CJ Shutt turns, goes up right-hand hook, banks it in. CJ shoots with the bucket, 10-8. I think I called him Shutt. It's Shoot. So Thunderwolves lead it by 2. Just under the 14-minute mark here of the first half. Newman going to start a drive to the hoop. Goes all the way in, right-hand flip up and good. Newman probably fouled on that play, but he got the bucket to go anyway. 12-8. Here's a cross-court feed left side. Beauchamp won't take the 3, goes down on the block to shoot, backs his way in, pushing foul from behind on Kuiper. Kaler going to check back in now for the Thunderwolves. Foul number 1 on Braden Kuiper. Triggered in on the baseline here. Once again, just warning our listeners tonight, there may be times when we drop out. If we do, we'll just have to reconnect. We're one of our trouble spots around the RMAC. Here's the inbounds pass. They go down low on the block, turning, facing, faking. Thomas goes into the corner, drive the baseline, pass it outside. Here's a drive by Duggan to the hoop. Nice dish. Shot blocked by Moten, though. And the rebound to Newman. Newman now 1-on-3 break. Gets it back outside to Moten, trailing the play. On the left wing, won't take the jumper. Probably a smart decision there, and hands it off to Will Newman. Newman now with the left-hand dribble. Uses a screen by Kaler. Now he's going to launch a three-pointer, and it's in and out. No good. And the rebound underneath to Hopkins. He'll bring it across the timeline for Western State. Hands it off now to Chance Matlock. 12-8. Thunderwolves lead it by 4. Here's Duggan on the right wing. Holds things up there. Skips it cross-court. Now they go down low on the block. Backing his way in. His Shutt goes up with a wild right-hander, and he gets it to drop. Well, sometimes you just throw it up off the rim, and sometimes good things happen. That was the case there. 12-10. Thunderwolves lead cut to 2. Newman with the ball. Dribbles to the right wing. Keeps the dribble alive. Uses a high screen from Kaler. Now comes left side to Moten. Moten puts it down low. He's got Kaler. Turns. Right-hand hook. Missed it badly. Taps the rebound to the baseline, but is picked up there by Duggan. Long outlet pass stolen away. Radokovic has the ball knocked away, and he was fouled. And the student section across the way not too happy with that call. Prevented a breakaway. Foul called on Duggan. That is the 16th foul on Western State. It will be Smith to inbound the ball for the Thunderwolves. Gets it into Newman outside. He looks over to Ralph Turner for a play call, and Ralph Turner is having a conversation with Tommy Johnson, so there's no help there. Now they come up with a play call. Little wiggle of the hand, or the palm. Kaler, top of the key, goes right side. Radokovic fakes the 3, drives the baseline. He's cut off there. Now he's in a bit of a trouble. Skips it way cross court to Smith, fakes the 3, drives the baseline, cut off there. Now outside, Newman wide open. Got to take that 3 and hit it. Swish, foul, it will count. The basket is going to count, but the foul is going to be on Will Newman, who made the 3, but then on the flyby on defense, he shoved the defender out of bounds. That's a little different. And the foul not on Newman. They got 15 on the board. That would have been Josh Smith pushing off then. All right. Frankly, folks, I didn't see it because the ball was tracking the ball. It went through the hoop, and then all of a sudden a guy went flying into the Western State sideline, and the whistle blew, and they called a foul. Here's a drive to the hoop by Hopkins. Now dishes off. Now they go outside. Duggan, he walked through the ball. So Turnovers starting to mount up here for Western State. The Thunderwolves ball leading the game 15-10. This is one of those games, I'm watching it right now, folks, I can tell you, the Thunderwolves just have to take care of business, play within themselves, don't do anything stupid, and they'll just gradually stretch the game out here. But you have to remember, Western State, it's the opener of the conference. They're on their home court, so they're not just going to fade away. You're going to have to make them fade away. Here's Smith, pulls up, goes outside. Lear fakes, drives into the paint, goes up and under, missed the layup. Tap try by Kaler's good. 17-10. Thunderwolves lead it by 7. They keep the pressure on here. But now they back out of the press. Here's Duggan bringing it across the timeline for Western State. Hands it off to Matlock, up top to Hopkins. Hopkins on the wing, goes down on the block, backing his way in, turning. Romero missed the left-hand hook, ball knocked out of bounds. Thunderwolves ball. Good position down on the block by Kaler, and the ball batted away by the Mountaineers. Thunderwolves now coming back with some of their starters again. Golden back in, Cyrus McDonald in. Smith and Newman come out right now. So it is the starting 5 now for the Thunderwolves. So they get good production from their bench. They go from an even game to +7. That's good production right there. 17-10. Here's Golden faking the three-pointer. Goes down low to Kaler. Lost it. Regains it on the block. Goes outside to Newman. Newman drives into the paint. Into the corner to Kaler. Fakes. Drives the baseline. Dishes off to Newman. Ball stripped away and stolen by Western State. Too many passes there for the Thunderwolves. They had 2 chances at a layup. Elected to get it even a little bit closer. Here's a whistle and a foul outside on the Thunderwolves. Foul on Lear. That is his second. So he'll probably have to come out of the ball game, I'd imagine. Stays in for the moment. Ralph Turner thinking about it here. Chance Matlock inbounds the ball to Duggan outside for the Mountaineers. Into the corner, three-point cast on the way. Good. Danny Hopkins, his first field goal of the game. He has 4, and that cuts the lead to 4. It's 17-13. Thunderwolves lead it by 4. Here's Golden out on the right wing. Long three-pointer on the way. Off the back iron, no good. Kind of a quick cast there. And the rebound to Hopkins. Brings it across the timeline. On the left wing. Comes up top to Duggan. Duggan onto the right side to Romero. Romero fakes the 3. Little jab step out there. Picked up by Newman. Now they swing it around the perimeter to Duggan. He'll launch a long three-pointer. It's an air ball. And the rebound to Newman on the baseline. Thunderwolves have numbers here. Ahead of the field. It is Moten, and he lays it in. A little cherry picking. That was a Jim Ranson special. As if he was an old Central Wildcat. 19-13. Thunderwolves by 6. They break the pressure. Here's Romero open for 3. Left-hander off the back iron, no good. Rebound underneath. Kaler has it. Rips it free. Gets it ahead to McDonald. McDonald across the timeline for the Thunderwolves. Races into the forecourt. Pulls up, little right hand. Flip up and in. Cyrus McDonald, his first bucket of the game, and it's 21-13. Biggest lead of the night for the Thunderwolves. 9:20 to go here in the first half. We'll get a media timeout at our next whistle. Ball on the left side. Romero with it. Hands it off to Hopkins. He's going to jack up a long 3. City League type there. Missed it. Batted out. Moten was ahead of the field again, cherry picking, but they couldn't get the ball to him. Here's Duggan with it now for Western State. Works around a screen. Right side to Hopkins. He drives in on McDonald. Backs in. Fade away. 10-footer up and good. Nice move by Danny Hopkins. He has 6 to lead the way for the Mountaineers. 21-15. Thunderwolves lead it by 6. Moten up top to Lear. Thought about the three-pointer. Now gives it off to Golden. Golden working around a screen, but they switch on him. Out top, now goes right side to Lear. He's open, drives the baseline, goes up and under, layup, no. Whistle and an offensive foul on Odessa Lear. And that was the gamble by Odessa Lear staying in the game, and he picks up his 3rd foul on the charge. He was set to come out of the game, but they didn't get him out in time, as Josh Smith now will have to come in and play some extended minutes. And we have our media timeout. 8:42 to go here in the first half. Thunderwolves lead it 21-15 on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to Paul Wright Gymnasium. Thunderwolves up by 6 as we've reached our first media timeout of the ball game. That was a tough day today for the Thunderwolves football team as they go down to defeat 31-7 to Grand Valley State. So their season is over, so we concentrate on basketball, and that started with a 3-hour drive to get over the hill here tonight. Women won earlier. We'll get that final for you when I get it. I'm kind of up here in the stratosphere away from everybody. They got a little wooden table. They go to Home Depot here and constructed a little table with some 2x4s, some plywood. Inbounds pass. They forced the turnover here on Western State. Traveling is the call. So Thunderbolts get the ball back. So the pressure has worked for a few cheap turnovers here in this game. Now it's time to take advantage of it. Ball out top. Golden with it. On to the right side to McDonald. McDonald down low to Kaler on the baseline. Backs his way in, feeds it into the corner. Smith's open. Three-pointer on the way. High arc shot, an air ball. Back the other way comes Western State. Trailing the game 21-15. Here's James Willis with it. Work the ball around the perimeter. Left side to Bochamp. Backdoor feed underneath. Romero's open. Fakes, now goes up, and he lays it in. Romero with his first bucket of the game, 21-17. Thunderwolves lead it by 4. McDonald with it. Hands it off to Golden. Golden works around a screen, pulls up, three-point cast on the way. It's good. That's what Chris Golden can do for you. 24-17. Thunderwolves lead it by 7. Pressure in the backcourt. They break it. They get ahead here. Here's Beauchamp. 2-on-2 break in from the right. Fake going up and banking it in. And the bucket is good by Tom Folsom. 24-19. Thunderwolves by 5. Cyrus McDonald with it now. Works around a Moten screen. He's going to jack up a 3-ball. It's good. Well, they backed off. They went underneath him on the screen. That left him open, and Cyrus buried it. 27-19. Thunderbolts by 8. Long feet up ahead on the left side. Hopkins with it now for Western State. Hands the ball off to Willis. Wilson working around the perimeter, gets to Beauchamp. Beauchamp moves in. Now goes up top of it to Hopkins. Western State with the ball, trailing by 8. Beg your pardon. Here's Folsom, top of the key. Hands it off to Hopkins. Drives in, down the lane, goes up, running left-hander. Missed it, tapped up, and in. By Robert Romero. 27-21. Thunderbolts lead is 6. 6:40 to go here in the first half. McDonald will bring it across the timeline for the Thunderwolves. Works around a screen, drives down the lane, feeds it into the corner. Wide open Smith. He's got to bury one. Good, and a foul. It'll count. Josh Smith, he goes through some shooting lulls, but that time he buried it, and then he got buried himself into the corner. Chance for the rare 4-point play here. And now they put it up on the board. Robert Romero, the foul, his second. So Smith at the free throw line, a chance to complete what we mentioned, the rare 4-point play. And he missed it. Come on, Josh. 30-21, Thunderwolves. Lead it by 9. Here's pressure. Hopkins gets away, gets it underneath. Thomas turns, faces, goes up with the right hand and lays it in. That was too easy. 30-23. Thunderwolves lead is 7 with 6:05 to go here in the first half. High post. Kuiper into the game. Hands the ball. No, he won't hand it off. He's going to pull up a little 15-foot jumper switch. Braden Kuiper. That was a little magic act there. Everybody in the house thought he handed it off to Golden. Put it on his hip as like a Statue of Liberty. Turned and hit the jumper. Beautiful. 32-23. Thunderwolves by 9. Here's Hopkins, foul away from the ball, illegal screen. Or not a screen, it was just getting pressure, position down on the block. James Thomas spread out. And he picks up the foul. Now, Harold Brown has to explain that call to Brad Schaefer, and Brad Schaefer not quite buying it. Now Thunderbolts making a little substitution. Gavin Liggett into the ball game here. Redshirt freshman out of Lyman. Here's Newman with the ball. Drives right down the lane. It opens up for him, and he lays it in. Good on a foul. The defense completely ignored Newman, and Newman took it right down the gut of the defense and laid it in and drew the foul. Foul will be on Pablo Barrero. Right, because there's no Pablo Barrero out there. Newman's free throw, no good. So it's 34-23. Thunderwolves lead it by 11. 5.5 minutes to go here in the first half. They worked around the perimeter. Now they go up top of it. Hopkins down on the block. That's going to be a foul on Radakovich, pushing off. That'll put the Thunderwolves over the limit. So that'll mean Tom Folsom will go to the free throw line. That might not be a bad play by the Thunderwolves. Folsom, kind of a woeful free throw shooter, 50% on the year. Western State is a team, 70, beg your pardon, let's see what they are on the year. 60%, that's not too good. Average 13 makes a game. And Folsom to the line here. Folsom, big guy, 6'10" junior out of Riverside, California. Couple of bounces. Be ready for the rebound. Free throw on the way off the back iron. And the rebound to Golden. Gets the outlet pass to Newman. Newman now. Hands it off to Golden. Works around a screen. Pulls up. A little mid-range flip. Up, in and out. No good. Radakovic went over the back. They don't call him for the foul, though. And ripped down by Folsom. The crowd wanted that call. Beat up in on the right side for Hopkins. Western State with the ball. Driving the baseline. That's going to be a pushing foul. Easy one to call there on Gavin Liggett. He was beaten to the baseline. That means it'll be Danny Hopkins to the free throw line. Well, this is the guy that was 19 for 19 coming into the game. He missed his first opportunity tonight to break that. Started another one. One in a row. Ray Beresford into the game now. Colorado, Wisconsin. Freshman. Here's the free throw by Hopkins, and he missed it. Not so much for 19 in a row. He missed, made one in a row, and missed another one. Here's Newman into the corner. Liggett thought about the jumper, goes outside to Kuiper, lost it, regains it. Moves it off to Radakovic, now to Newman. The Wolves will go to their bread and butter set here. High post to Kuiper. Kuiper hands it off, wide open. Golden for three, left it short, didn't get his legs into that one. And the ball loose on the deck, and timeout tried to be called by Western State. Did they get it in time? I guess so. Timeout taken by the Mountaineers. 4:41 to go here in the first half. Quick 30 as the Thunderwolves lead it by 11 on Fox Sports. Back at Paul Wright Gymnasium here. Thunderwolves lead it by 11, 34-23. And the Mountaineers will be inbounding the ball. Danny Hopkins gets it into Duggan. It's picked up in the backcourt here by Liggett. Duggan gets it across the timeline. Angles to the right wing. Looks down low. Liggett almost had a steal. Now they go on top with it to Beresford. Now back to Duggan. Duggan on to the left side. Now down on the block. Hopkins backing in. Backing in on Golden, and he lays it in. Beautiful move there by Danny Hopkins. He has 8. And it's 34-25. Western State trying to hang around here on their home court. Down by 9. Whistle foul away from the ball. And they're going to call it on Kuiper with the elbow underneath, trying to get position down on the block. Same call they nailed Folsom with earlier in the game. It's foul number 3 on Kuiper, so he'll have to come out of the game. And checking in is Nelson Kaler. Ralph Turner kind of going into some histrionics there. Describing there. Old Brown, what happened down on the block. They have a little conversation. Kind of an extended one. Hey, guys, there's a game going on out there. Harold says, all right. Hands the ball off now to Beauchamp. Now cross-court feed to Duggan. Duggan moves in. Little crossover dribble. Step back. Dishes underneath to Hopkins. Goes in from the left. Lays it in. Nice pass from Duggan, and Hopkins finishes it off. He has 10. 4 in a row by the Mountaineers. Back within 7 here. After the Thunderwolves had their biggest lead of the night at 11. Here is the ball on the right side. Newman with it. They go underneath. Kaler is open. Won't take the shot. Goes in the corner. Smith for 3. Missed it. Radakovic rebound on the baseline. Has the ball knocked away. Goes out of bounds. Oh, and they say it was last touched by Radakovic. How is that possible? I'm wondering the same thing from Eric Harriman there. How is that possible when a guy bats the ball out of your hand and it's out on you? All Ralph can do is shake his head. I'm with you, Ralph. I'm shaking my head on that one as well. Here's Duggan on the left wing. Down on the block. Folsom backs his way. Shot blocked by Kaler. And the rebound, though, into the corner to Folsom. Now hands the ball off to Duggan. He drives the baseline. Cut off. Nice dish. Layup. Good. Ben Beauchamp. 6 in a row now by the Mountaineers. They're back within 5 here. It's 34-29. Under 3 to go here in the first half. Smith on the wing. Goes up top with it to Newman. Newman working around the screen. They leave him alone. Three-pointer, swish. They're going underneath on the screens out top, and the Thunderbolts are making them pay. Hitting three-pointers, 37-29. It's the third time they've taken advantage of that defensive move by Western State. Going underneath the screen instead of fighting over the top. Here's Beauchamp. Way outside with it for the Mountaineers. They're down by 8. Ball left side, Duggan. Duggan works on a screen. They double switch on him. He has to back out of there. Nifty dribbling, though. Oh, a little crossover down the lane. Behind the back pass. But the man wasn't ready. It was so good, Tom Folsom just caught looking as the ball went right by his hip. It was a beautiful play by Duggan, but if your big man is just staring off into space, it's a turnover on you, Will Duggan. Don't deserve it, but that's the way it goes. And that earns the hook. Tom Folsom will have to go down to the end of the bench. The Thunderbolts with the ball up by 8. 2:15 to go here in the first half. The clock hasn't stopped. There we go. Pay attention down there. Here's McDonald. Hands it off to Moten. Moten trying to carry it. Gets away with it. Outside to McDonald. Down low to Kaler. Backs his way into the paint. Fakes, goes up, right hand. Hook, missed it. Rebound to Matlock. Long feed up ahead to Hopkins on the left wing. He's surrounded. Goes outside. Long three-pointer on the way. It's good. Ben Beauchamp, he has 8. Lead is back to 5, 37-32. Moten now for 3. Short. He'll advise there. Just force that one. Back the other way comes Duggan. He goes right down the lane. Goes out in the corner. Beauchamp for 3. Missed it this time. That would have brought the house down. Rebound to Kaler. Ahead now to Moten. Moten on the right wing. Up top. Wide open. Newman will launch a 3. It's in and out. No good. Rebound to Western State. Quick feed up ahead. Here's Hopkins on the right wing. He drives in from the right. Shot block, foul on Kaler. Fans getting into it here. As their team has come off the deck from 11 down. A chance to get it within 3 here if a couple of free throws go down for Danny Hopkins. He's 1 out of 3 tonight. We mentioned he was 19 for 19 coming into the game. Free throw up and good this time. He has 11. He leads all scorers now. Newman has 10 to lead the way for the Thunderwolves. 37-33. Hack leads it by 4. Second toss on the way. Good. 12 for Hopkins. 37-34. Thunderwolves lead is 3 with 1:10 to go here in the first half. Newman hands the ball off to McDonald. McDonald works around a screen, drives into the paint, goes up and under, foul. He'll go to the free throw line. Foul on Ben Beauchamp, trying to play defense on his hip that time as McDonald went right around him. And it'll be 2 free throws for Cyrus. Cyrus, the junior out of Flint, Michigan. I don't want to say Michigan anymore today. 38-34. Boy, that was a good outfit that was at the Thunderbolt today. Sometimes there's just a bigger, badder bully on the block, and that's what the Thunderbolts ran into today. Second toss off the back iron, no good, so 1 out of 2 for Cyrus. 38-34. Thunderbolts lead is 4. We're under 1 minute to go now here in the first half. Duggan brings it across the timeline for the Pack. And he lost it out of bounds. But they say it was last touched by Will Newman. So the ball will stay with the Mountaineers, trailing it by 4. 47.5 to go here in the first half. They got 14 on the shot clock. Chance for a 2-for-1 here for Western State. Inbounds pass comes way outside to Duggan. Duggan now starts to drive. In to the left, and he threw the ball away. And it belonged to the Thunderwolves. Now the Thunderwolves could go 2-for-1 if they want. They'd have to race the ball up the court. I think the Thunderwolves will just play regular offense here. Plus the college programs, they're just not in tune with the old NBA 2-for-1 mentality. Here's McDonald. Outside to Moten, whistle, foul away from the ball, and that's going to be a foul on Western State, pushing off underneath C.J. Shutt. So with the quick foul call, the Thunderwolves will get a chance for the old 2-for-1. Foul on Shutt. I said Shutt again. I think it's Shoot. It is Shoot. It's spelled Shutt, but he calls by Shoot. You go figure. Here's Kaler's free throw up and good. Kaler on the year, 80% free throw shooter out of Nooseheads, Australia. I still haven't done my homework and figured out where that's at yet. For our listeners tuning in on iHeartRadio tonight, on the big island that is Australia. Visited there a number of years ago, back in late 85, early 86. Little town called Bendigo in the state of Victoria. 40-34, Thunderwolves lead it by 6. Here is Duggan all the way in, feeds it into the corner. Matlock for 3, missed it, and the rebound to Moten. Moten, now they should go last shot here. Moten in from the right, pulls up, now goes in the lane to Radakovich. Now he backs out of there. And now they'll hand the ball off to McDonald here. Thunderwolves now, last shot opportunity, 8 seconds on the clock. McDonald starts the drive, steps back, little stop and go move in from the right, feeds it into the corner to Smith. 2 on the clock, pulls up, 15-footer on the way, short, and there's the buzzer to end the first half. Halftime for Paul Wright Gymnasium. Thunderwolves lead it 40-34 as we go to the half. Tony Wright with a halftime scoreboard show. Back for the second half here shortly. Thunderwolves on top on Fox Sports Pueblo. To start the second half. Thanks, Tony Wright, for getting us up to date here at halftime and giving us a little extra time to get settled in. Here's a feed underneath, and James Thomas lays it in. And it's 40-36. Western State creeps within 4 here. Moten down low, ball kicked away by Danny Hopkins. Well, I told you earlier tonight, I thought this was the kind of game the Thunderwolves should be able to just kind of creep away from Western State, but Western State, after falling behind by 11, got right back in the ball game, and now the game's uncomfortable right now for the Thunderwolves. It's clearly a game they should win, no problem, but they're still out there playing. And there's a bad pass stolen away by Western State. Back the other way. Here's Romero. Dishes on the left side to Duggan, outside into the corner. Wide open three-pointer by Hopkins. It's in and out, no good. And the rebound to Lear. Lear ahead to McDonald. McDonald now, down the lane he goes. Little jump stop, scoop up and in. Beautiful move by Cyrus McDonald. He has 10. 42-36. Thunderwolves lead it by 6. Ball outside. Here's Beauchamp with it for Western State. On to the left side to Hopkins. Hopkins up top to Duggan. Duggan now to the high post to Romero. He drives into the paint, goes up on Moten, draws the foul, and it'll count. And Moten might be hurt on the play. He took quite a spill. He gets up, though. First foul of the game on Moten, but it'll be a three-point play opportunity here for Robert Romero. He has 6 in the game. Chance to cut the lead in half on this trip here. Free throw is good, and indeed they do cut it in half. 7 for Romero. It's 42-39. Thunderwolves lead it by 3. Here's Lear. Wide open. 3-ball on the wing. Air ball. And Golden tries to save it, but he can't get the job done. Sometimes your junior college roots come back to haunt you. That was a JUCO fast break there by the Thunderwolves. Just one pass and jack up a 3. It doesn't get it done. Here's the ball on the left side. Beauchamp with it. Goes up top. That's an illegal screen. They're trying to spring Hopkins open for the 3 outside, but the foul called on Western State. The foul is on Duggan. So Thunderwolves with the ball, leading it by 3. McDonald brings it across the timeline. Goes left side. Now down low to Moten. Backs his way into the paint. Steps back outside. McDonald open. 3-ball on the way. Swish. Cyrus McDonald with 13. 45-39. Much needed there for the Thunderwolves. Back the other way come the Mountaineers. Ball on the left side. Now they go down low on the block. Folsom backs his way in. Right hand hook up and in. 6 points for Folsom. 45-41. Lead is 4. Ball kicked away. And no kick violation called, and Western State gets the turnover. And a blocking foul called on the Thunderwolves. Ralph Turner cannot believe that Eric Harriman didn't call a kick violation there. The ball was clearly kicked, but maybe since it wasn't intentional, it goes over to Western State. I don't get it. Here's Willis out top. Into the corner, fake the 3, drop it down on the block. Romero, left hand hook up and in. Too easy there. Romero with 9. It's 45-43. The lead has been cut to 2. Thunderwolves once led by 11 in this game. Here's Kaler down on the block. Spins, goes up, lays it in with a left hand. Nelson Kaler with 6. 47-43. Thunderwolves lead back to 4. Here's Willis. Nice dish. Gets the return feed into the corner. 3 ball on the way by Beauchamp. It's good. 11 points for Beauchamp. It's 47-46. Lead is 1 for the Thunderwolves 3 minutes into the second half. Lear down low to Kaler. Backs his way and spins to the baseline. Left hand hook up and in. Kaler with 8. 49-46. Thunderwolves by 3. Back the other way. Willis into the lane. Kicks it outside. Faking the 3. Romero with it. Starts a drive, spins into the paint. Little fadeaway shot, blocked by Kaler, rebound to Moten. Moten nifty behind the back dribble. He's at the free throw line, dishes off to McDonald, lost it. Pass was just a little bit behind Cyrus. I don't know if he was expecting it. Kind of a no-look pass there from Bronson. And the turnover gives it to the Mountaineers here. Trailing it by 3, 16:25 to go in the second half. Thunderwolves led it by 6 at halftime. Here's Hopkins. On to the right side to Willis. Willis dribbling around a screen, sets up on the wing. Now gives it off to Hopkins. Shot clock down to 7. Hopkins starts a drive, dishes off in the lane, and Moten gets the steal for the Thunderwolves. Good defense there by Bronson. He'll bring it across the timeline. He's going to dribble it all the way in. Nobody cuts him off. The ball is loose, goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bronson. Thunderwolves come in with their second string here. Except for Cyrus. He'll stay out there. Cyrus McDonald stays in the ball game. So Smith, Vrdakovic, Newman, and Kuiper in. Thunderwolves lead is 3, 49-46, 15:58 to go here in the second half. Inbounds pass to Willis. Willis now will bring it across the timeline for the Mountaineers. They go down on the wing. Trying to skip it across the zone. Instead, they hold up. Working around a screen. Thunderwolves jump switch on that. Now reverse dribble. Cut off. Beresford goes outside. Now they go down on the block. Backing his way in. Faking. Dipping his shoulder in. Right hand hook up. No good. Vrdakovic gets the rebound for the Thunderwolves. Good stop there. Outlet pass to Newman. Brings it across the timeline. It opens up for him. In from the left, and he is fouled. And that'll send Will Newman to the free throw line. His first trip to the stripe tonight. 93% on the year. 14 out of 15. Thunderwolves not that good in this game from the free throw line. Oh, I got numbers wrong. Let's see. No, I was looking at the wrong line. Sorry. 7 out of 10. So, well, they don't give Newman shots here. I don't get it. Okay. They'll have to inbound the ball on the baseline. Get it to Vrdakovic. Backs his way, and they clear it out. Stavon turns into the corner, wide open. Smith for 3. In and out. Heartbreaker there. Rebounding foul on Western State. As Kuiper had the position, he was shoved from behind by James Thomas. Third foul on Thomas, so it'll be Thunderwolves ball. Ralph Turner is just working over Eric Harriman down here on the sideline. Inbounds pass to Vrdakovic. Hands ball off. Now to Newman. Newman works around a screen to the free throw line. Kicks it outside. Cyrus wide open. 3 ball on the way. Swish. Cyrus McDonald with 16, and it's 52-46. Thunderwolves lead back to 6. Now we need a couple stops here to restore some order in this game. Here's the ball on the left side. Matlock drives the baseline. Cut off. Now dips it down. Low ball knocked away. Smith gets the steal. Bats it ahead to Newman. Newman across the timeline. He has Kuiper trailing. In from the right. Into the corner. Cyrus with the ball. Drives baseline. Hands it off to Kuiper. Out top. Smith wide open. Three-pointer on the way. Got it. Great offensive possession there for the Thunderwolves. And that forces the timeout. 14:34. Well, the clock is still running. Down to 14:32. Thunderwolves lead it by 9. It is let's see how we're going to do it here, Tony. It's a 1-minute timeout on Fox Sports Pueblo. 5-46. By 9. Pressure in the backcourt. They've got a trap. Ball loose, and it comes loose to Newman with the steal down the lane into the corner. Offensive foul on Newman. He was out of control and plowed into the defender setting up shop in the lane, and that was Ray Bursford. Regretting that one there as Newman just a little bit out of control. Still keep the pressure on in the backcourt. They get a trap, but they break it. Here's Shoot with the ball. He's trapped. The big guy looking for a guard. Help me out, he says. Guy goes outside with it to Hopkins and gives it off to Duggan. Beg your pardon. Duggan on the left wing. Holds it there. Down to 10 on the shot clock. That's going to be an offensive foul called on Folsom. Just backing his way in on Radakovich. Brad Shaver just stands with his hands outstretched to the heavens, wondering where that call came from. Yells and Andy Brooks here on his way by, and Andy gives him his little tricky little step he has. Here's Cyrus in from the right. Layup good. Cyrus McDonald. Nobody cut him off. He has 18 in the game. It's 57-46. That matches the biggest lead of the game. So right when the Thunderwolves were being pressured, they come back with a nice run here, 10 in a row. Ball on the right side. They go down low on the block, backing his way in. Shoot, lays it in. C.J. Shoot, as they say. 47-48. Or 57-48. Thunderwolves by 9. By Newman to the free throw line. Steps back, won't take the jumper, hands it off to Radakovich. Now to Newman. Radakovich wasn't supposed to get the pass. It was supposed to go to Smith. And now Ralph Turner going to call timeout because he laid into Radakovich, wondering, what are you doing out here, big fella? 13:07 to go here in the second half. It's a 30-second timeout on Fox Sports Pueblo. Thunderwolves with the ball, leading it by 9. 7 on the shot clock. Newman going to drive the baseline. He's in. Layup, no. Offensive foul called on Will Newman. So 2 straight possessions with an offensive foul called on Will Newman. So it'll be Western State's ball here. Trying to climb back into this one. They had it within 1, but then he gave up a 10-0 run. They got a 2-on-1 breakout here against the press. Nice dish in from the right, layup good. By Folsom. 57-50. Thunderwolves lead cut to 7 here. 12:45 to go in the second half. Newman starts to drive, goes behind the back, dishes it off to Kuiper. He's open, 15-footer, way short. Newman with the rebound, puts it up, no good, and the rebound underneath the Hopkins. Fans coming to life here. Hopkins across the timeline, goes outside to Romero. Romero down on the block, backing his way in. Folsom right hand hook up and in. Momentum right back to Western State as they've scored 6 in a row. They're within 5. It's 57-52, 12:20 to go here in the second half. Kuiper looks back door, can't find anybody, hands it off to Golden. Golden is bumped outside, and the foul will be called on Robert Romero. Student section across the way, acting like a student section should. On their feet, ripping the officials on every call, whether they deserve it or not. Inbounds pass to Kuiper. Gives it off to Radakovich. Boy, thought about jacking up a three-pointer. That would have been the last three-pointer he'd have taken in the night. Feet down low to Kuiper. Little hook move up and in. Kuiper with 6. 59-52. Here's full court pressure by the Thunderwolves. They almost get the steal. Duggan now gets it across the timeline, being harassed, and a foul going to be called on Golden as he puts some pressure on him outside. And the fans like that, as they're all over Chris Golden. And Golden will come out, and McDonald back in. Temporarily trying to settle things down here for the moment. Not sure what the conversation was about. Now they hand the ball off. Here's Hopkins. And a foul on the Thunderwolves. And the foul is on Kuiper. Picks up his fourth. So comes to come out of the ball game. So it'll be Duggan to trigger it in on the baseline for the Mountaineers. 11:48 to play here in the second half. Thunderwolves leading it by 7. Inbounds pass into the corner to Beauchamp. Feeds it down low, comes outside to Hopkins. Back corner, three-pointer on the way. Beauchamp missed it. And a rebound underneath. Foul on Radakovic. As James Thomas out-muscled Radakovic to get the rebound and then drew the foul, and the Thunderwolves are over the limit. If there's one glaring weakness for the Thunderwolves, they're not a good rebounding club. They're a minus 11 on the year average-wise. They give up 46, they only get 35. Now, of course, they make up for that with their torrid three-point shooting. Free throw rolls around and hits a lot of the iron before falling through for James Thomas. Thomas only a 53% free throw shooter on the year, and he gets it now up to... It's 2 out of 2 here. Get him up around 55%. Well, the lead is only 5. 59-54. Thunderwolves' lead is 5. Led by as many as 11 here tonight on 2 different occasions. Right side, Moten wide open. 3-ball on the way. Off the back iron, no good. He didn't follow the shot. Breakout opportunity. Duggan to the free throw line. Down the lane, looks for a body, goes outside. 3-pointer by Romero. Swish! Romero with 12. 59-57, the lead is only 2 for the Thunderwolves. 11:05 to go here in the second half. Cyrus McDonald hands it off to Moten. Fakes the three-pointer. Now hands it off to Cyrus. He's going to jack up a 3-ball. Off the iron, no good from a set position. That's not when you want to be firing threes. Western State can get a 3-ball and take the lead here. Just when it seemed they were on the ropes after giving up the 10-0 run, they've come back with a big run of their own. Ball knocked away but regained on the left wing by Beauchamp. Beauchamp has the ball knocked away. It's loose on the deck. Retrieved by Romero. In from the left. Left-hand layup. No good. Ball batted outside, and it comes to Smith. 3-on-2 for the Thunderwolves. In from the left. McDonald. Layup. No. Tapped in. Hustling by Will Newman. Flying to the hoop. Newman with 12. 61-57. Lead is 4 for the Thunderwolves. Ball on the right side. Beauchamp down on the block. Backing his way in. Thomas. Nice dish. Layup good. Good Danny Hopkins. Hopkins with 14. Quickly back the other way. Newman has the ball stripped away. Fast break opportunity for the Mountaineers. Here's Duggan. Hands the ball off. Beauchamp for 3 in the lead. Swish! 62-61. Timeout. Thunderwolves. 9:51 to go. Western State has come all the way back, and they lead it by 1 on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to Paul Wright Gymnasium. 62-61. Western State has come all the way back. They trailed by 11 at 57-46, and lo and behold, a 16-4 run has them on top. Crazy is after that shot was made, one of their student managers ran all the way out onto the court and was over by the student section leading the cheers. They had to reel him in to prevent the technical. Here's Newman on the left side to McDonald. Feed down low to Kaler on the block. Backs his way in. Won't take the shot. Goes outside to Smith. He's open. 3-ball on the way. Swish. Josh Smith has 3 triples tonight. Thunderwolves back on top, 64-62. Here come the Mountaineers. Duggan brings it across the timeline. With it way outside, goes on to the right side to Hopkins. Hopkins holds it there. Goes up top to Beauchamp. They swing it around the perimeter to Duggan. Duggan up top to Hopkins. Hopkins will hand the ball off to Duggan. Duggan works around a screen. Nifty little crossover dribble down the lane. Little right hand flip up. No good. Tap try. Blocked by Taylor on the rebound outside to McDonald. 1-on-2 break. McDonald's going to take it all the way anyway. Flips it up. Missed it. Tap try no good. And the rebound to Western State. Trap in the backcourt. They get rid of it. Break the pressure. Get it ahead to Hopkins. Hopkins moves in. Drives the baseline. Nifty move. Dishes off. Layup good. All things working well. C.J. Schu has 8. We're tied up at 64 apiece. Here's Smith on the left wing. Works around a screen. He's open. 3-ball on the way. Swish. Josh Smith catching fire. He has 12, 67-64. Thunderwolves by 3, 8:20 to go here in the second half. Rapidly becoming a white knuckler here. Here's Beauchamp. Outside to Hopkins. Hopkins lobs it down on the block. Backing his way in. His shoot goes outside. Beauchamp for 3 in the tie. Off the iron, no good. Long rebound chased down by Newman in the corner for the Thunderwolves. Gets the outlet pass now. Ahead to Moten. Moten brings it across the timeline. Starts a drive. It opens up for him, and it's a blocking foul outside. Bronson tried to get all the way to the hoop. That's the 6th-team foul on Western State. And we have our media timeout, I believe, right here. So it's a 1-minute timeout, Tony. 7:53 to go here in the second half. Thunderwolves have restored a little bit of order. They have the lead back at 67-64 on Fox Sports Pueblo. 7:54. Thunderwolves lead is 3. Thunderwolves getting major contributions tonight. Cyrus McDonald and Josh Smith both on their season highs tonight. Previously, McDonald was 16. He has 8 in the game. Josh Smith previous was 11. He has 12. Inbounds pass to Newman in the corner. Looking for Bronson. Posting up down low. Can't get it to him. They go outside to Cyrus McDonald. McDonald looks for a screen. And he pulls up. Going to launch a 3-ball. Left it way short. Heat check 3 there. Outlet pass ahead. Western State with the ball. James Willis with it. Being now on the left side, hand the ball off to Chance Whitlock for the Mountaineers here. They trail it 67-64. Could tie it with a 3. Faking, driving into the paint. Willis has the ball stripped away and stolen by Bronson. 3-on-2 break. Bronson Moten down the lane he goes. He's good and a foul. It'll count. What a move by Bronson Moten. And the foul will go against Chance Matlock. So Bronson Moten to the free throw line. Moten, the senior out of Aurora, Colorado, 81% free throw shooter. Probably the highlight of his Thunderwolf career was a week ago last night down at Tarleton State. Hit the game winner in overtime. Free throw up and good. Completes the 3-point play. Bronson with 7. And the lead is back to 6 now for the Thunderwolves. 70-64 as we approach the 7-minute mark here of the second half. Start the drive to the hoop by Willis. He's cut off, hands it off to Matlock. Here's a long 3-ball on the way. It's off the back iron, no good. Long rebound into the corner, out of bounds. Last touch by Bronson Moten. Either that or Newman. Either way, it's off the Thunderwolves, so it'll be a fresh 30 for Western State. Beresford gets the hook after launching that ill-advised 3-pointer, but they get bailed out by getting the long rebound into the corner. Here's Matlock. Gets it into Duggan. Duggan, a little dude, 5'10", sophomore out of Fort Collins High School. Feeds it up top to Shoot. Shoot now gives the ball to Hopkins. Hopkins working around the perimeter. Thunderwolves jump switch on him. Now back to Duggan. Duggan starts to drive to the baseline. Cut off there. Now starts to drive again. Hands the ball off to Shoot. In the lane, right hand hook. Left it short. Tap try, no good. Smith with the rebound on the baseline for the Thunderwolves. Long outlet feed up ahead to Golden. Golden on the wing. Thought about jacking the 3 and now hands the ball off to Newman. 6:20 to go here in the second half. Thunderwolves lead it 70-64. Here's Newman working around the screen on the left wing outside. Moten wide open. 3-ball on the way. Swish! Bronson Moten from downtown has double figures with 10. 73-64. Thunderwolves lead it by 9. Hopkins now will bring it across the timeline for the Mountaineers. A game of big-time runs, hasn't it been? Here's Duggan way outside. Western State, the home team, trying to dig deep one more time here. Body's hitting the deck in the lane. Here's Matlock. Gets it outside, and the ball's knocked away, almost stolen. And then it is now stolen. It goes loose, out of bounds. That's going to be a foul on who? On the Thunderwolves. The foul going to be on Will Newman. Newman and Duggan were fighting for the ball. Ralph Turner saying, hey, the man held his arms out, prevented my man from getting to the ball. You can't do that. The fans across the way yelling, you can't do that at Newman. Now the officials talking this over. They're trying to figure out what they just called, I believe. This foul may be on Western State. I'm telling you, that's going to make this place go berserk if it does here. Because that should have been the proper call. The foul should have been on Western State there because the man held his arms out, prevented Will Newman from getting to the basketball. May have an overrule here, and this place is going to go bonkers if that is indeed the reversal here. See what they do. They're thinking about it. What are they going to do? They want both coaches to come together to discuss it. May call a double foul, it looks like here. Now we're way a ways, folks. We're way up top. I'll try my best to listen in here. Still no clarification. The officials just kind of gathered the players around, had a little chat with them. All right. Oh, the drama. Andy Brooks and the drama. Free throw up coming here from Duggan, and he hits his first point of the night. That was downright goofy. Second toss, rims in. So it's 73-66. Thunderwolves lead is 7. 5:35 to go here in the second half. We'll have to ask Ralph Turner in the postgame show what that whole thing was about there, if I remember, if it's important. Outside, Moten wide open, 3 ball in the way, left it short. And the rebound to Beauchamp. Gets the outlet pass to Duggan. Duggan will bring it across the timeline for the Mountaineers here. Yo-yoing the ball outside, fan favorite, but any guy that's under 6 feet tall is a fan favorite. Way outside to Beauchamp. On the right side to Duggan. Nifty dribbling, now backs out of there. Takes it at Bronson Moten. Fake, spins, goes up, left it short, but the layup is good by Tom Folsom. Sometimes the worst shot ends up being the best pass, and that was an air ball, and it landed right in the lap of Folsom, and he lays it in, 73-68. Thunderwolves lead is down to 5. Here's Golden, back outside to Moten. Moten fakes, drives down the lane, goes up with a little scoop shot. No, but he drew the foul. So the foul called on Tom Folsom, his third. Bronson Moten to the free throw line, 81% on the year. Free throw up and good. He has 11 in the ball game. Kaler out, Radakovich checks in now for the Thunderwolves. Lead is 6, 74-68, one more for Bronson, the senior out of Aurora. Preseason all RMAC selection. Hasn't quite lived up to that yet. He's had a couple of good games. Second toss is good. He's come on here in the second half of this one. 75-68. Thunderwolves lead is 7. Oh, that's almost a double dribble in the backcourt. Somehow they got away with it. Romero now gets it across the timeline, and he's fouled by Josh Smith. That'll mean free throws upcoming for Western State. Ralph Turner, not sure what he's playing with in his hands there, like he's got a piece of paper that and he just throws it at Tommy Johnson. Tommy says, what did I do to deserve you throwing paper at me, Ralph? Free throw up and good by Robert Romero. He has 13. 75-69. Second toss, short, but it rims in there somehow. Friendly, soft rims. Unlike that rim down to the right at Vasari Arena, which needs to be replaced pronto. We need something softer. 75-70. Timeout taken here by Western State. 4:29 to go. It's a 30-second timeout on Fox Sports Pueblo. We're at Paul Wright Gymnasium here in Gunnison, Colorado, on the campus of Western State. I guess it's Western State University now, isn't it? Or officially, I think it's Western State Colorado University, something like that. So the Thunderwolves ball here. Western State will not press. Thunderwolves are all standing at the free throw line like they think there's going to be another free throw shot. No, that's not the case. Inbounds pass comes to Will Newman. Well, the Thunderwolves have played in a number of close ball games to start this season, so they're no stranger to this type of atmosphere. Here's Kaler onto the right side to Moten. A lot of those have been on neutral courts. Into the corner, wide open, Newman for three. Left it short, it won't go, and the rebound, Romero. Romero now will bring it across the timeline for the Mountaineers. He dribbles to the top of the key, won't take the three, hands the ball off to Hopkins. Hopkins onto the right side to Beauchamp. Beauchamp down low on the block, backing his way in is Thomas, and he threw the ball away, stolen by Josh Smith. Hands it off to Newman. Newman attacked, but he avoids the foul. Now he moves in. He's open. Free ball on the way. Left it short. Tap try, no good. Taylor taps again. No. Josh Smith with the rebound and banks it in. Hustling to the glass. 77-70. May look back on that one as one of the big moments of the ball game here. The lead is 7 for the Thunderwolves. Duggan brings it across the timeline. And the ball off outside to Hopkins. Hopkins holds it there. Gives it to Beauchamp. Beauchamp in from the right. He's fouled. Left. No, but a trip to the free throw line upcoming for Ben Beauchamp. Foul called on Will Newman. So Beauchamp to the line. On the year, 67% free throw shooter. He's shooting 2 here. Free throw up and good. Disregard the public address guy. The Thunderwolves have been well over the limit for quite some time. Second toss, good. 77-72. Thunderwolves lead is 5 with 3:15 to go here in the second half. Here's Newman way outside, dribbling around a double screen. Goes behind the back of the dribble, lost it, now regains it, hands it off to Moten. Shot clock at 10. Bronson looks like he's going to go one-on-one. He's going to jack up a 3-ball, left it short, and Smith goes to the rebound, can't handle it. It goes out of bounds. It belonged to Western State. Bronson was going for the dagger 3 there. It was late, not super late in the shot clock, but it was under 10. He just felt like that was the best he was going to have to look at. Now Western State down by 5. A bucket here really cinches this thing up. Here's Romero. Onto the left side to Duggan. Duggan on the wing. Looks back door, can't find anybody open. Uses a high screen. They switch on him. They go outside. Here's a long three-pointer by Beauchamp. Good! Ben Beauchamp, he was ready to fire. He has 19. 77-75. The Thunderwolves lead is 2 with 2:25 to go. Timeout taken by the Thunderwolves. Fantastic finish coming up in this RMAC opener. 30-second timeout on Fox Sports Pueblo. 7-5. Thunderwolves lead has been cut to 2. They've led by 11 on 2 separate occasions tonight. Each time they've been reeled in. They got the lead back up to 9 here just a few moments ago. Led it 73-64. But back come the Mountaineers. Each time they're on an 11-4 run themselves here to get it within 2. Who will have the last convincing run of the night here? The game is in the balance here with the Thunderwolves leading by 2. Inbounds pass to Newman. Newman on the right side. They're looking for Kaler on the block. They go outside to Golden. 3 ball on the way. He missed it. Long rebound to Duggan. Duggan now will bring it across the timeline. Basket ties it. A 3-pointer gives them the lead as we approach the 2-minute mark. Duggan on the left wing. Goes outside to Romero. Romero gives it to Hopkins. Hopkins has the ball poked away and stolen by Smith. Loses it. Regains it. Trying to call timeout. He got it. Timeout Thunderwolves. Josh Smith with an incredible defensive play and then alertly calls the timeout with 1:54 to go. It's another 30-second timeout. Thunderwolves with the ball up by 2 when we come back on Fox Sports Pueblo. Well, Josh Smith with perhaps, he's had 2 incredible plays here down the stretch. Follow-up bucket that went in, and then there a great defensive play making the steal. We're down to 1:50 to go. Thunderwolves with the ball up by 2. Newman way outside with it. Oh, he had a backdoor feed but didn't see Golden. Didn't get it to him. Kaler now hands it off to Newman. Newman in from the left. Goes underneath. He's throwing an alley-oop to Bronson Moten. Didn't get it to him, and the ball's stolen away. And a foul in the backcourt on the Thunderwolves. I know what Will Newman had in mind there. He was trying to throw some sort of alley-oop to Bronson Moten, but Moten was in traffic, and the ball just sailed right past him and into the hands of Duggan, and Duggan got the outlet pass to Hopkins, and now he's fouled and goes to the free throw line to shoot a pair to try to tie the game up. Free throw up and good. (77-76). The lead is 1 for the Pack. Hopkins a chance to tie. Swish. 1:37 to go. All tied up at 77 apiece. Cyrus McDonald in the game. Goes outside to Moten. Left side to Smith. Smith now to Golden. He's going to launch a 3-ball. Swish! Dagger! Chris Golden with 8. 80-77. Lead back to 3 for the Thunderwolves. 1:15 to go. Here's Hopkins. Up top, Romero thought about jacking the 3. Thinks better of it. Hands it off to Duggan. Duggan drives around McDonald. Cut off on the baseline. In trouble. Gets the pass outside. Romero fakes the 3. Steps back. 3-pointer. Got it! Robert Romero hits it. Timeout on the court. We are all tied at 80 apiece. Or are they saying it's a 2-pointer? A 2-point bucket, beg your pardon. Oh, well. Deep breath. Timeout on the court. Thunderwolves by 1. It's a 30 on Fox Sports Pueblo. Well, they've ruled that last shot a 2-point basket for Romero. So instead of 17, he has 16. The lead is 1 with 56 seconds to go here. Thunderwolves will have possession when we get back to action here. First of 22 conference games on the season. And as they so often do, they come right down to the bitter end. Moten to trigger it in. Gets it into Golden. Golden now will bring it across the timeline for the Thunderwolves. Back to Moten, gives it off to Smith. Smith at the top of the key, gives it to McDonald. Up top to Kaler. Now left side to Golden. Golden works around a screen, drives it into the paint, pulls up, pushes good. Golden with a 2-point bucket this time. He has 10. It's 82-79. Thunderwolves by 3, 38 seconds to go. Now it'll be Western State to take the timeout. Clock ticks down to 35.9 to go. Another 30-second timeout on Fox Sports Pueblo. Well, it's sing-along time now here for the fans, the student section across the way. Well, they've been singing along to Journey, have fans of classic rock and roll for over 30 years. This particular song, anyway. Probably longer than that. I'm not sure when this one came out. Probably early 80s. Three-point lead for the Thunderwolves. Western State with the ball when we come out of this timeout. 35.9 to go. Western State, they'll want to get a quick bucket up, maybe a quick two, or do they go for the three in the tie right here? If they go for the two, then they're going to have to play the foul game. They've committed only 8 fouls, so the Thunderwolves would have to hit the front end of the 1-and-1. Inbounds pass comes to Duggan. Duggan pressured outside by McDonald. They're looking for something inside. Now they come outside instead to Beauchamp, foul away from the ball. And the foul will be on the Thunderwolves. That's almost an intentional foul. It's a hack-a-shack type play as they foul Tom Folsom. So Tom Folsom will step to the free throw line. 7 out of 15 on the year. That was well away from the ball, and now they're going to put Folsom on the line. Shooting a pair. Free throw on the way. Got it! Well, you'd never know. He was less than 50 on that one. It came out of there a little flat, but it had good rotation. Now what you worry about is the miss and getting the offensive rebound, hitting a three and taking the lead. That's my biggest fear. And they've got a scoreboard problem here as now they reset the score, 82-80. Thunderwolves lead it by 2. One more for Tom Folsom, the junior out of Riverside. Be ready for the rebound right here. Free throw up, got them both. So now pressure in the backcourt and they foul immediately. That's what you got to do. That'll be only the 9th team foul, but it'll send Chris Golden to the free throw line. Usually very reliable. On the year, 25 out of 28. That's 89%. If he's one Thunderwolf you want to go to the free throw line, it'd be him. But different circumstances here. 1-point game with 27.9 to play. Free throw is up. Got it. Silky smooth on that one. He'll have one more here. Chance to make it a 3-point lead. Golden, the transfer out of Weber State, hits them both calmly. He has 12, 84-81. Western State now. 25 seconds to go. Duggan across the timeline. Ball onto the right side. Quick fire three. It's up. Good by Beauchamp. He has 22. Foul in the backcourt. Why are they doing that? Brain lock on Will Duggan as he fouls in the backcourt after they tie the game up at 84 apiece. Now they're going to put the Thunderwolves at the free throw line. Duggan must have thought they were still behind by 1. So now it'll be Newman to the free throw line. Will's going to be shooting a pair here as it's double bonus time. Newman on the year. He's a 93% free throw shooter. Crowd roaring. Free throw up and good. 85-84. But the thing is here, even if he hits this one, you open yourself up for a 3-point make to win the ball game, a walk-off style for Western State. Radakovich checks in. Kaler comes out. 16.9 seconds to go here in the second half. One more for Will Newman. He has 13 in the game. Free throw on the way. Splash. 86-84. Here we go. Duggan races it into the forecourt, calls a timeout with 13.8 seconds to go. We'll take a quick 30. Back for the fantastic finish on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Farmers Insurance.
Well, it's sing-along time now here for the fans, the student section across the way. Well, they've been singing along to Journey, have fans of classic rock and roll for over 30 years. This particular song, anyway. Probably longer than that. I'm not sure when this one came out. Probably early 80s. Three-point lead for the Thunderwolves. Western State with the ball when we come out of this timeout. 35.9 to go. Western State, they'll want to get a quick bucket up, maybe a quick two, or do they go for the three in the tie right here? If they go for the two, then they're going to have to play the foul game. They've committed only 8 fouls, so the Thunderwolves would have to hit the front end of the 1-and-1. Inbounds pass comes to Duggan. Duggan pressured outside by McDonald. They're looking for something inside. Now they come outside instead to Beauchamp, foul away from the ball. And the foul will be on the Thunderwolves. That's almost an intentional foul. It's a hack-a-shack type play as they foul Tom Folsom. So Tom Folsom will step to the free throw line. 7 out of 15 on the year. That was well away from the ball, and now they're going to put Folsom on the line. Shooting a pair. Free throw on the way. Got it. Well, you'd never know he was less than 50 on that one. It came out of there a little flat, but had good rotation. Now what you worry about is the miss and getting the offensive rebound, hitting a three and taking the lead. That's my biggest fear. And they've got a scoreboard problem here as now they reset the score, 82-80. Thunderwolves lead it by 2. One more for Tom Folsom, the junior out of Riverside. Be ready for the rebound right here. Free throw up, got them both. So now pressure in the backcourt and they foul immediately. That's what you got to do. That'll be only the 9th team foul, but it'll send Chris Golden to the free throw line. Usually very reliable. On the year, 25 out of 28. That's 89%. If he's one Thunderwolf you want to go to the free throw line, it'd be him. But different circumstances here. 1-point game with 27.9 to play. Free throw is up. Got it. Silky smooth on that one. He'll have one more here. Chance to make it a 3-point lead. Golden, the transfer out of Weber State, hits them both calmly. He has 12, 84-81. Western State now. 25 seconds to go. Duggan across the timeline. Ball onto the right side. Quick fire three. It's up. Good by Beauchamp. He has 22. Foul in the backcourt. Why are they doing that? Rain walk on Will Duggan as he fouls in the backcourt after they tie the game up at 84 apiece. Now they're going to put the Thunderwolves at the free throw line. Duggan must have thought they were still behind by 1. So now it'll be Newman to the free throw line. Will's going to be shooting a pair here as it's double bonus time. Newman on the year. He's a 93% free throw shooter. Crowd roaring. Free throw up and good. 85-84. But the thing is here, even if he hits this one, you open yourself up for a 3-point make to win the ball game, a walk-off style for Western State. Radakovich checks in. Kaler comes out. 16.9 seconds to go here in the second half. One more for Will Newman. He has 13 in the game. Free throw on the way. Splash. 86-84. Here we go. Duggan races it into the forecourt, calls a timeout with 13.8 seconds to go. We'll take a quick 30. Back for the fantastic finish on Fox Sports Pueblo. Back at Paul Wright Gymnasium. Chance here. Western State three-pointer will win it if they shoot it late enough. Two-pointer, chance to get them to overtime. Depends on how quick they get it. If they don't get anything, the Thunderwolves escape with a win here. It'll be Hopkins to trigger it in. Into the backcourt to Duggan. Brings it across the timeline, down to 10 seconds to go. Duggan goes right side to Romero. Romero hands it off. Here's Hopkins moving in, down the lane, kicks it in the corner. Duggan's open, foul! Whistling a foul. It's an offensive foul on Western State. As Will Newman set up shop underneath, Driving it to the hoop was Hopkins. He didn't stop, and he plowed into Newman as they had Duggan open in the corner for the three. He missed the shot. Doesn't matter now. Inbounds pass, foul in the backcourt, and that'll send Newman to the free throw line with 2.1 seconds to go. Gutsy officiating call there, calling the charge on Danny Hopkins. It was definitely there. He plowed into Newman, but sometimes you wonder if an official might just swallow the whistle there. I tell you, this place would have really went berserk if Duggan had hit that three-pointer in the corner after the whistle had sounded. So now it's Newman to the line to shoot a pair. Hits them both, seals the game. Free throw up and good. Will Newman with 15. 87-84. One more for Will. Free throw up, left it short. There's an opening here. 2 seconds to go from three-quarter court for the tie. It's no good. Thunderwolves win it. Final score. Pack wins it 87-84. Back with our post-game show on Fox Sports Pueblo. Before we go any further, let's get your quick thoughts about the way that ball game went.
Well, obviously 1-0 is better than 0-1. I tried to talk to my guys about Western. They really play hard. Play very physical, foul all the time, really, and you got to be strong. But I thought we didn't play very well, to be honest. The post guys didn't show up tonight. It's my team is a enigma wrapped in a riddle, and that's all I can tell you. But I'm glad we won. I thought Will made big free throws this time, and I thought that was important. Goldie made 2 huge shots, the 3 and then the 2.
Yeah, the little runner.
But their team played well. My hat's off to them. Last year, they only won 4 games last year all year, but one of them was when they beat Fort Lewis here the last game of the year. They gave us home court berth in the playoffs, so they can play good here. And tonight was one of those nights where we fouled a guy who's shooting 42% for the year, and he goes 2 for 2 or 3 for 3, and it's.
So that was your own version of the hack-a-shack.
Yes, it really was.
Okay.
But, we've just got a long way to go. We really do, about how intelligent we play and the things we can do. It's almost, it is the single most frustrating team I've ever coached, ever.
All right, let's talk about a couple players in the ball game, a couple of big plays. I thought, Josh Smith had one of the more incredible plays of the game, that defensive play to get the steal and get you an extra possession there. Then the follow-up basket, too, in the lane were huge, I thought.
Oh, I thought he played very, very well. He missed some open threes he usually doesn't miss, but I thought his hustle play was really good. I thought Will had a great hustle play that they called a foul on him. That's the same foul they called against Bronson. Against Odessa when Bronson was going to dunk, shielding the guy who couldn't get to the play. I don't know. I will tell you, it was not a game that I thought I was pleased with by the way my kids played or by the way that other people saw the game. I was not happy at all.
Yeah, I can see that. I was commenting on that throughout the ball game. One other guy I thought had a pretty good ball game when you needed it. Cyrus McDonald with a season high tonight, 18 points. His previous season high was 16, I think, coming into the night, and gave you some big shots as well.
Yeah, he probably sat out too much of the second half. I did a poor job on the rotation and getting guys in. But I thought that some of our guys really played good. We've just got to get more production out of our inside guys. I mean, tonight, what does Nelson have? He has 8 points and 4 rebounds playing against high school kids. Those are high school post kids that we wouldn't even look at in recruiting. And the best he could do was 8 points and 4 rebounds. But the thing that'll be exciting to Nelson, they had a lot of great dunks and warm-ups.
Yeah.
Jim.
I didn't see much of the warm-ups. Ralph, I was a little busy getting set up.
But I'm just telling you, Jim, I'm getting older by the minute, and I can just tell you, every day I feel more like I'm John Wooden. thinking about the pyramid of success, and I'm coaching these guys, and they don't got a clue about how to play the game and feel and catch and make fundamental passes and run our stuff. I would say that in a game where we want to run stuff, this is less than a 30% rate of being able to run what we want to do. Even defensively, we were in case you couldn't tell from watching, we were supposed to be full court press the entire game.
Yeah.
And what would you say? Maybe 20%,
right.
Maybe 5%. I don't know, but anyway, it's one to know.
Rob, you got 21 more chances to get it right.
No, but I just want to say this one thing.
All right.
I know that football didn't do good today. It was not a good game for the Horns. But what a fantastic team they had. When you think about losing all the players they lost,
right,
all the injuries they had, and they fought so hard to come to this place in time to have a chance to be in they're in the Elite Eight, right?
Yep.
And I mean, that close to having a chance to play for the national championship game. That's a great accomplishment to Hunter and Coach Riston and all the work they put in. And all I can say is we are the basketball team this year that does have the defending national champ still.
Until they take it away from them completely.
Exactly,
all right.
champs again.
All right, Ralph. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks so much, Jim. And
all right, Thunderwolves head coach
to Wilbur.
Ralph Turner. And now we'll go ahead and bring in Will Newman here. Might as well just do it right now, not waste any time. At least the teams don't have to wait for me tonight to get on the bus. Usually it's one of those, hey, Jim, can you hurry up? We want to get on the road and go. Well, I drove separately tonight, so they'll be able to wait for me. Right now, Will's having a little talk with Ralph Turner. I'll tell you what, we're going to take a timeout. We'll set up our next segment. That all comes your way next on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to Paul Wright Gymnasium. Thunderwolves win the ball game 87-84. And joining me now, our star of the game. We had a lot of them to choose from, but we're going to go with Will Newman tonight. As he ends up with 15 points, had the 3 free throws there at the end to seal it. You could have made the fourth, Will, to make it really easy instead of having that three-quarter court shot go up. But tell us about the ball game. It was kind of a grinder.
Yeah, man, it was a good game. You know, Western, they came out, they crowd was into the game, you know, and at the end, we just have to execute more. At the end, I had some costly turnovers, which is unnecessary. I can't do that. But luckily, I came down, I took a charge, made 3 big free throws at the end, and we won the game.
That was probably the key play of the game there, that charging call when you're up only by 2 to stand in there, and it was definitely a good call. It took a lot of courage for the referee, Harold Brown, to call it, but it was definitely there. Because if they don't call it, the ball goes in the corner, three-pointer might beat you.
Yeah, they called 2 charges on me, so...
Yeah, I think it's fair. Turnabout is fair play, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about your game tonight. Hit a couple of threes from the outside to kind of keep the game going. Kind of an unusual game, kind of a lot of streaks in the game. You guys went up by 11, they reeled you in. You went up by 11 again, they reeled you in. You finally went up by 9. They reeled you in each time. But finally able to get that little extra there at the end to win the ball game.
Yeah, we just have to keep our lead. We can't keep letting teams come close to beating us, you know. We just have to execute our plays also. Yeah, that's really it.
Well, you're used to playing in close ball games now. I mean, every game it seems like this year, with perhaps the exception of the Midwestern game at home, has been a real fight right down to the end, a couple of them in overtime.
Yeah, we're trying to go undefeated. You know, that's our goal for this season right now, to go undefeated in the league and try to win the RMAC.
All right, buddy. Thanks for coming up. Enjoy that ride over the hill on the way home.
Thanks,
okay?
man.
All
Have
right,
a good
buddy.
night.
Will Newman, our star of the game. Thunderwolves win the ball game 87-84. Back with the final numbers right after this on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to Paul Wright Gymnasium. Thunderwolves win the ball game 87-84. Let's give you the final totals for this ball game. Thunderwolves with 5 players in double figures tonight, led by Cyrus McDonald. It was a season high for Cyrus, 6 of 10 from the field, including 3 3-pointers, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. He finishes with 18 points to lead the pack. Will Newman, our star of the game, 5 of 10 from the field, including 2 3-pointers, 3 of 5 from the free throw line, finishes with 15 points. Josh Smith, great game off the bench, 5 of 10 from the field, including 4 3-point buckets. He finishes with 14. Chris Golden, 4 of 9 from the field, including 2 3-pointers, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, finishes with 12. Bronson Moten, 4 of 9 from the field, including 1 3-pointer, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, finishes with 12. Those are your 5 Thunderwolves in double figures. Nelson Kaler, 3 of 7 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, finishes with 8. Braden Kuiper, 3 of 4 from the field, he finishes with 6. Odessa Lear, off night for Odessa. He was in foul trouble a lot of the night. He ends up with 2 points on the evening. Liggett played, failed to score. Radakovic failed to score. 30 of 62 from the field for the Thunderwolves. That's 48%. They were 12 of 32 shooting 3-pointers. That's 38%. 15 of 19 from the free throw line, 79%. For Western State, we'll give you their totals. Beauchamp, great second half, hitting all those three-pointers, ends up with 6 3-pointers in the game, 7 field goals in all, 22 points to lead all scores. Hopkins and Romero with 16 apiece. Folsom ends up with 12. Shute and Willis with 8 points. Duggan with 2. 30 of 56 from the field. They shoot 54%, 8 of 20 from the three-point line. That's 40%. 16 of 19 from the free throw line. 84%. This is the team that came in shooting only 60% from the free throw line. So the free throw shooting really kept them in the ball game here down the stretch. Rebounds, 35-29 edge for Western State. Their leading rebounder was Hopkins. He ends up with 7. Folsom had 6. For the Thunderwolves, leading rebounder Will Newman. He ends up with 6. Moten and Kaler had 4 apiece. 17 assists for the home team. Will Duggan with 10 to lead the way there. Thunderwolves credited with only 9 assists, but they tend to shortchange the home team. I would recommend the sports information staff at Csu-Pueblo look it over again, see how many assists they missed in this game. McDonald ends up with 2 to lead the way there. 14 turnovers for the Thunderwolves, 16 turnovers for Western State. Thunderwolves with 8 steals, 7 steals for Western State. Duggan had 3. Moten, Newman, and Smith with 2 steals apiece for the Thunderwolves. Final score 87-84. Biggest lead of the night for the Thunderwolves on 2 separate occasions by 11 points. Largest lead for Western State was 1 point. That was early on when they led the game. What was the score when they led it? I think it was early on. 5-4 was their only lead on the night. The game really wasn't tied that often either, if I look back on it. The game might have been tied only on a couple of occasions. The last tie when it was 74 apiece, but then it again was tied at 84. Nope, it wasn't tied. Remember, that bucket wasn't counted at 3, so it was 84-83 at that time. So there you have it. There's your summary. Women's game tonight. Tell you what, let's take another time out. We'll come back. We'll talk about what the women did. Yeah, let's just do it right now. Why not? While we got their sheet here. They win at 68-48 tonight. Leading scorers for the women. We didn't have that game, of course, on the air, but we'll tell you what happened. Mariana Lambert ends up the leading scorer tonight, 14 points. Tule Sue Anderson with 13. Piper had 9. Arietta with 8. Penn and Royer with 8 apiece. Angie Moore with 5. 21 of 65 from the field tonight with the Thunderwolves, only 32%. Did hit 6 3-pointers, 20 of 25 from the free throw line. Thunderwolves led throughout. Their biggest lead tonight was 23 points for the women. Come back. We'll take this final time out. We'll come back, tell you where we're going to be this week. That comes your way next on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to Call Right to Me. One final time here. They've shut down my internet, so I can't give you a scoreboard show here. I know there are a lot of football games getting tight there at the end. The Big Ten championship game was tied at 6 apiece the last time I saw it. But, of course, the big score of the day that everybody feeling a little down and out about. Thunderwolves football team loses today 31-7. Grand Valley State. Grand Valley advances now to the semifinals. They'll take on Shepherd, a school in West Virginia. The other game today, West Georgia won their ball game. They'll take on Northwest Missouri State, which is the classic semifinal. But our congratulations go out to the football team. Well, a lot of people thought I might have been a little crazy making the trip over Monarch Pass here tonight to get here to do this ball game, but it's a conference game, and we're kind of contractually obligated to do conference games when at all possible. So I thought, what the heck, I'll make the trip over, and it worked out beautifully. We had ourselves a great ball game here tonight as the Thunderwolves win it 87-84 is the final score. Here's what we're going to do this week on Fox Sports Pueblo. We've got Broncos football for you tomorrow. 12:05 with a pregame show, 2:05 kickoff in San Diego. Monday night sports with Tony Wright, 4 to 6. He'll talk about the East Eagles winning the state championship game. He'll have some of the Eagles in studio as guests. That'll be a great show. Tune in for that, 4 to 6. Monday Night Sports, the only locally produced talk show dealing with sports here in Pueblo, Colorado. Wednesday night at 6 o'clock, it'll be the final John Riston show of the year. We'll be at Andy Mac, 6 to 7. Come on out and celebrate what was another fine season for the Thunderwolves, and we'll hash it out. We'll talk a little bit about the ball game, but we'll look to the future as well for Thunderwolves football and recap what was another fine season for them. We'll have Thunderwolves basketball for you next weekend as we hit the road. It's the dreaded New Mexico trip Friday we will be in Silver City. And Saturday we'll be in Las Vegas, New Mexico. I apologize, I don't have the times, but you can go to the GoThunderWolves.com site for that. Once again, like my internet, it's off. I can't look up the times for the games. Probably 5 and 7, I'm thinking, on Friday night, and then probably 5:30, 7:30 in Las Vegas, or it might be flipped around. It doesn't really matter, does it? Because you're going to look and you're going to find out. Tony Wright's been our producer and engineer tonight for Thunderwolves basketball. The Sean Foley, the assistant sports information director. Did I say Sean Foley? That's the old instructor for Tony. Sean Cooley, the assistant sports information director. Dax Larson is the assistant athletic director in charge of public or sports information for Csu-Pueblo. Joe Folder, the athletic director. Special thanks, of course, to Ralph Turner. Had a brief little conversation with Jim Turgeon tonight as well, as his Thunderwolves women win the ball game. So that'll about do it. Once again, the finals here tonight. The women win it. They win it 68-48. The men pull out a thriller here tonight, 87-84. For my producer and engineer, Tony Wright, this is Jim Brooks, bidding you good night from Gunnison.
This has been Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350. Catch all of the action all season long right here. Pueblo's home for Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves athletics is Fox Sports Pueblo 1350.